You may want to bet on Lamont Roach going the distance, or if there is a fight, you bet against Gervonta Tank Davis. This may be the one in the morning after. Brock! Brock! Listen, you may want to bet against Gervonta Tank Davis in this fight against Lamont Roach. But first, we got to talk about Vasily Lomachenko. Lomachenko may or may not return to the sport of boxing, and it all depends on what his MRI says about his back. Scheduled January. Oh! Vasily Lomachenko has went from high tech to the Matrix to Lomachenko to now Vasily Lomachenko.
My back. My back. Is there a doctor in here? My back's gone.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
His name is now Vasily. I broke my back. Lomachenko. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. But listen. You know, he's 36 years old. And if you look at the exercises he do, you know, it doesn't surprise me that he would hurt his back during training. Like, he does a lot of unconventional exercises and stuff like that. That's where he said he hurt his back during training. So, you know, at 36 with a back injury, he may not retire, but this may be the very, very beginning of the end. And I'm talking about increasingly, because if you have a back injury, a lot of you guys have a chronic back issue, you guys know it is something else. And if he were to get this or sustain this injury, like in his 20s or something, it'll be a little bit less, you know, problematic. All right. But now that he's, you know, up in age 36, you know, it may just be something. Vasily Lomachenko, though, fantastic career. One of the best fighters I've ever seen, especially at featherweight. One would hope that he's not all the way done, because you just want to see Vasily Lomachenko again. On top of that, I was wondering if he sustained this injury during the negotiations with Gervonta Tank Davis, and maybe that's the excuse why he ducked. But no, they didn't say that. I was looking high and low for that, but they didn't say that. This is a newer injury, and that's the black George August. A little bit of cream. Okay, let's talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. Look, I was just thinking, Gervonta versus Lamont Roach. We've all seen this as an easy fight for Tank, okay, for many reasons. But now thinking about it, and maybe this is by design, who knows? I may be taking the bait, okay? But listen, there's a lot of outside messy things that's going on that makes me say, okay, his performance against Lamont Roach may just be in jeopardy. One, you know, all the things and all the rumors you're hearing about his team. Calvin Ford, is he training Tank? We saw Calvin Ford and Tank hug at the last press conference, but that doesn't mean he's training him. So what's going on there? Leonard Ellaby, is he's with them business-wise. Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't seem happy business-wise, and he doesn't seem happy about the sport of boxing, saying boxing suck. He hasn't been sounding positive. His latest post of the fight is effing canceled. On top of that, him deleting his socials and stuff like that. It's just a bunch of stuff outside that makes me think, is he really focused on this fight? And even if he's focused, because Gervonta Tank Davis definitely is a professional, he definitely don't want to lose a fight. But if he's focused, it's one thing to be training and not missing a day, but it's another thing for your heart not to be in it. Is his heart in it? All right, if you look at when he talks or face-to-face with Lamont Roach, he's not saying anything against Lamont Roach. He's saying things against everybody else but Roach. It's almost like Lamont Roach isn't his op, while Lamont Roach, this is his moment for Tank. So you can suspect or expect this to be the best Lamont Roach you've ever seen versus probably the worst Gervonta Tank Davis you ever seen. I just never seen Gervonta's situation so wild. Okay, it's just so untamed right now, and it's not really together. And is Gervonta training? I mean, have you seen Gervonta actually training, and because we haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not happening. I mean, it's just a lot of questions. I don't know if him and Calvin Ford are working together or if they're focused and stuff like that. You just don't hear Tank really talking about boxing right now. He's definitely talking against boxing. If this fight isn't scheduled and he's contractually obligated, as he is, to fight Lamont Roach come March, I'm not sure if that's going to be the best performance from Tank. And this may be an opportunity to get to the bag. Everybody, go to my bookie.
My bookie that I wanna try.
If Gervonta Tank Davis beats Lamont Roach may see the final bell. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz for adult. I'm out.